Okay, okay. Um. All right. Let's see. Oh, so far. Hold on a second. My bad, guys. Okay, guess what? That's gonna be the last time that happens. I'm going to get rid of Opera. The reason why my computer shuts down like that is because Opera does something to it to where uh it does Opera does something to it to the point where it has to shut down like that. So let me hold on. I didn't know it was 7:45. Let me hurry up and get on to today's topic. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I, it won't happen again. I'm going to get rid of Opera. I'm going to close down a lot of this stuff. I'm going to use Brave. I'm tired of Opera. My computer hates Opera for new updates. All right, let's get into today's discussion. Because I got a funny feeling this is going to take a minute, and I gotta be at Chrissy's at 9 o'clock. Okay, so there's that. Anyway, so I got rid of her. So I put her in her place, and just she needs to keep my name out of her mouth. All right, so let's get into this. I've never heard this young lady before, and like I said, Tyvel or Tyler or something, I forget his name. He sent me this on Twitter, and let me explain. And this, I'm how do I say this? I am not being insensitive when I talk about this subject, okay? So if you get angry with something I'm saying, please like take a deep breath and take a deep breath and like think about, is am I coming from a bad place? Which I'm not. So he sent me this video right here called I Married a Monster. I'm not going to play it. I'd rather play this because this leads to why this happened. So let me give you the background story of this young lady. This video right here called I Married a Monster.
Hi, ladies.
This video right here called I Married a Monster. This woman, in this video right here, the first thing she says is, I have been under the training of Shira 7. I said, uh-oh, here we go. People been trying to go after like Shira 7 for the longest, and I am here to defend her because I'm saying she's just not for everybody. And now I realize she really isn't for everybody. And if you are in this situation with this woman, is do not listen to any woman on the level up, on the soft life, on any of that. Okay, you need lots and lots of therapy. So this young lady is a victim of being essayed as a child. Okay, no father figure. I don't even know if her sisters have been essayed too, but I know she has been essayed. She had her first son, I think, at 14. If not, does anybody? I don't want to be telling. I don't want to get anything out, right? I do believe she had both her. She got pregnant on purpose when she was a teenager. I could get these ages wrong. So she either got 14 or 17. So she had her first son on purpose. This is what she said. She had her first son on purpose. Then she had her second son on purpose. And she was a teenager when this happened. Then, even with having two sons, I don't know about the paternity of both sons. I don't know if it's by the same guy or if it's by two different guys. I don't know. So she said one Christmas while she was opening presents with her son, she felt lonely. Red flags, red flags, red flags, red flags, right? And she had a job making $90,000 a year. I thought that was a very good job. I thought that was a very, very. Hold on. Before I continue, press 1 if you can hear me in the chat. I want to make sure I'm not. What's our thoughts over there on Kick? Hold on. My YouTube chat is not moving. All the other chats are moving except for my YouTube chat is not moving. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Okay, hold on. No, I see you. I got the wrong chat up. That's why I didn't see you guys. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. You wasn't communicating to me because I had the wrong chat up. I had the old chat up. Okay. All right, I see you now. If I am saying anything wrong, please correct me, those of you in YouTube chat, okay? All right. So, okay. All right. Okay. So she let me recap everything. She had her, from my understanding, she had her first son on purpose at the age of 14, had her second son on purpose at the age of 17. She, despite all that, she managed to get a good job or whatever, making $90,000 a year. And on Christmas, she said she felt lonely and she wanted to have a father for her sons. So that's when she started to learn underneath Shira 7 and started to learn how to do the level up thing, how to be a trophy wife, how to get a provider and date older men on purpose. Okay. And this man that she married, and we'll see a picture of him, 20 years older than her, which is not a problem. But how she got married, this woman is so damaged. She should have never, ever, ever, ever got into this lifestyle. And I'm going to tell you this, okay? She had 2 daughters by this husband of hers, this new man who's her husband. So she has 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. And when she got married to him, she had 2 girls, and that POS touched those 2 girls. He SA'd them to the point where when the mother was cleaning one of the girls, she saw redness and bruising and stuff like that and said, "Who touched you?" She said, "Daddy." She took the little girl, took both her daughters to the hospital and got a R kit done. And then boom, there it is. Okay. And I said, by the way, I saw that video. I saw this video. I saw this video before. I was like, how? Because I'm going to always go, how did you marry a PDF file, girl? We about to find out. But before we go to the video, where you about to find out. So we don't need to play this because this is what I just summed up this entire video for her. She said she's going to rename the channel because the channel is called, it was called Trophy Wife University or something like that. Right. And she renamed the channel to the other. Thank God she left this video up right here where it says married in 1 week. Shira don't teach that. Everything she did was not according to Shira 7's teaching. What? But I'm going to say this because I don't ever think Shira 7 would say this. I will say this. If you come from an essay abuse, stay out of that lifestyle. This is not for you. This is not for those who have been tortured or abused in any kind of way sexually, okay? Because understand the dynamics here. According to the sprinkle lifestyle, you are to seek older men. Honey, they're the biggest PDF files. What are you talking? What's going on? And they love to go after women who have kids. But this woman was reckless. I'm going to show you how she was reckless. She was reckless with her kids before she had her daughters. Oh, and by the way, some of you probably are asking, how was the father able to do those things to his daughters while she was sleeping? Now, I don't have kids, and I'm projecting here, okay? I'm very much projecting. I'm a light sleeper. If and when my husband get out of our bed, I know it every damn time. Am I the only one? Hold on, those of you who have a husband or a boyfriend or whatever, and you sleep in the same bed, he gets out of bed. Are you guys not aware? Is it? I could be just projecting. I could be just projecting. And I am projecting. But every time my husband gets out of bed, I wake up. I may be half awake, but I hear where he going, which is to the bathroom. Okay, Savage says she sleep like the dead. Some people are deep sleepers. Okay, all right. Okay, so she must be a deep sleeper. Okay, Grace said heavy sleeper here. Okay, yeah. When the dog jumps on the bed, I know it. When my husband gets out of the bed, I know it. When he gets back in the bed, I know it. Okay. So yeah, so that's how he was able to do these things to his own daughters. Right? So there's that. So that's how that happened. So once again, if you come from a background where you were violated in that way, you cannot listen to Shira 7's work. This doesn't apply to you. Baby, you got to go to therapy, and you got to deal with a lot of your inner turmoil, your inner baggage, a lot of betrayal, a lot of issues. I mean, let's be clear. She had a baby on purpose. She had 2 sons during the time when she was a teenager on purpose. This wasn't no whoops baby. She had kids for the wrong reason. So right then and there, that was red flags. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, when you have more than one kid, even if you got one kid, you need to be careful what man you bring into that child's life. There's nothing she did that went according to the teachings of Shira 7. And I want that to be clear, because men are going to jump on the story. They don't know it yet, because she just uploaded this video. When did she upload this video? She uploaded this video 2 days ago. So the men who like to attack women and blame women for wanting the best out of their men and wanting to level up and this and the other, they're going and the men that want to attack Shira, and there's also some pick-me's who want to attack Shira. I want you guys to understand, you need to know how to defend Shira, okay? Because my thing with Shira spends more time dealing with black women with low self-esteem than anything. The difference between Manifest L and Shira 7 is that Shira 7, in my opinion, is exclusively for black women. Because how many times I gotta tune into her Shira 7's live stream, and I gotta hear about how somebody can get their baby daddy back, or how you can basically teach your boyfriend of 10 years to stop doing 50-50 and be a provider. How can you get revenge on your old ex-boyfriend? How can you basically use the money that he gave you for an abortion to level up? Like what? All this ratchet stuff, all this ghetto stuff. Manifest L It's on another different level. And by the way, may the goddess always bless Shira because she does try to help their self-esteem. Some get help, some don't. But Manifestel is for people who already have self-esteem. It's that she's already there. She's not there to help you get your baby daddy back. Okay. She's not there to tell you how to go from 50-50 to get your man who's a dusty to make him into a provider. She's not into it. She's on a whole nother level. And that's why I said Shira 7 is she's specifically for black women, white women too, if you have very low self-esteem. Okay. But I just see pitiful black women in there just asking the most dumbest, ratchet questions that I'm like, why are you on her channel? She's on a whole... Anyway, this woman should have never listened to Shira. She's not in that league. She had so much unresolved emotional baggage, and we're about to look at it right now. Let me show you all the stuff she did wrong. As you can see from the title, Married in 1 Week. Don't ever do that. Unless it's in extraordinary circumstances, I don't want to hear no woman ever do this and talking about some sprinkle. Shira has never advocated for this. I don't advocate for that either.
Hey ladies, welcome back to The New Trophy Wife. Today I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys about how I went from being a single mom to a spoiled housewife in less than 1 year. And you can too. So I had my first child when I was 17 years old. Okay,
her first child was at 17. So sorry, I got it wrong. Her first child was at 17, not 14.
Got pregnant with my boyfriend at the time and basically turned into a child raising a child. A few years later had my second child. So after having 2 children and being a single mom, I think that my self-esteem was definitely low.
Your self-esteem was low when you had the first child. Your self-esteem was low when you got SA'd as a child. You understand that? Her mother, nothing against her mother because her mother didn't know, but your mother did not take you through this necessary therapies to help fix that in your head. So you had low self-esteem from the time that happened to you as a child. And ladies, oh my God, please get help. Listen, don't let no money be an issue now. There's so many programs out there that provide help to SA victims. You don't have to use money to not get help these days. But please stay out of this lifestyle. This is not meant for you all at all. And I did not realize until she came about.
Know that at the time, but if I think back about the kind of men that I was choosing, it definitely was a reflection of my lower self-esteem. I think that growing up, I was not taught the kind of men that I should be looking to attract and be in a relationship with. My mom drilled into me, oh, go with the man that's going to be the best breeder. And I think society drilled into me to go after the thug, the street dude, the swag type dude, or whatever you want to call it. But neither one of those was the best approach to going about dating and attracting a husband. So after having my second child, I was working hard. I was making really good money. I think I was making about maybe $90K at the time.
$90K is real good. Is it me? $90K is really good. No, I'm not going to have any background music because the video is a little bit low. I don't want to compete, but thanks, that Shizzle. I appreciate you reminding me. $90K is real good. She didn't need I'm like, you were not hurting. You were not hurting for money, girl. You were not in a desperate situation.
Which for me, as a 24-year-old woman,
$90K at 24 years old.
Boom, headshot.
was good. I thought I was doing good. I had my own place. I owned my car. I was very self-sufficient. All about the mindset of, oh, I can do it by myself. I don't need a man, as so many of us modern women.
If anyone listening to me right now, if you find yourself making 50K, 60K, 70K. You don't need no man.
Boom, headshot.
You may want a man, and your standards has to be high. But let me tell you something, ladies, those of you who have kids, sorry, your children comes first. If you want to scratch that itch, go get yourself a gigolo. Go find yourself a F buddy. Keep these men out of your home with your kids. The only way I would ever co-sign a woman getting married to another man if she had more than one child, because like I said, who was that? Ashanti is an exception to the rule because she got pregnant by an idiot, Future, and I think I'm saying that right. And then she married a football player who took custody of her son, who's now adopted her son. Okay. Oh, Sierra. Why did I be missing? Sorry, Sierra. I be mixing them up, okay? Okay, that's different. Okay? That's different. But she has one child. She has one son. When you got more than one child, the only way I would ever say, yeah, I don't mind you getting married, is if he comes with children, meaning that he has custody of children too, and that he is making the same amount of money as you and more. But if he's making less than you and he's struggling and surviving, no. And you don't move him into your place. You two get a place together. But he has to have custody of his kids. And he has to, okay, make more money than you. If you have kids. If you don't have kids, okay, it's you got to be more observant. But to get married in a week is just stupid. By the way, this guy didn't have kids until he got with her.
Boom, headshot.
This man is in his 50s with no kids. No, sorry. She said, no, she was in her 20s and he's 20, he was 20 years old. She said he was 20 years or 30 years older than her. This is what he looks like if you all want. This is what the thing looked like right here. That's him right there. He looks like he's in his 50s though in this picture. So he must have been in his late 40s when they Okay. Yeah, he was in his late 40s when these two got married. Okay? She had two beautiful little girls by this creature right here. All right.
Say, I can do it all by myself. And I soon realized after one
But you did do it by yourself. You could do it by yourself. You had a support team. You had a support system. You had money. You just felt lonely because of your past trauma.
of it just being me and my two boys, that I wanted a family. I wanted more for myself. It felt so lonely and it was sad. It was really sad. And it was, I'd say, one of the lowest points in my life. And I realized that I don't want to do this on my own. I don't want to raise these boys on my own. I want a family. I want someone that I can love, someone that loves me and my children. And after that was when I decided that I was going to change the kind of men I was dating and what I was attracting.
Hold on, I gotta say this too. And take what you want from a grain of salt from a woman who refused to have kids. I believe that when you start having all these kids, don't look for a man to raise them. Look for a community. And I would say find that community in your best friends and your relatives. Your mama was already there. You got two sisters. I don't know how your relationship is. But when you have kids, this is when you need to have a community. I was there with my bestie, Okay. My first one. I got 2 of them. Right. And I'm the godmother of their children. When she had her first son, she went into postpartum depression. And I was there because her husband couldn't do it anymore. He just was in tears, begging for help. And I was like, I'm there. I was there for her. I washed her. I made her eat. I clothed her. I was reading to her. I was there for her. I made sure I pumped that milk. And I loved it. I pumped the milk and I held the baby, you know what I'm saying, and giving the baby the bottle. It's like, it was just, I was there until her sister got there. Then when her sister got there, okay, then that was a community until she snapped out of it. So you all are running. I got to get a man to help raise this family. Get a community first. So you don't have to worry about somebody diddling your children that is not attached to them. Or in this case, he was attached to them. I'm just saying, like, you got women like myself who never wanted kids, don't want no kids, but will help you with yours. Okay. There was an interview with a child predator. He said single mothers, is that supposed to be desperate? I think that's supposed to be desperate. Single mothers desperate for a father figure were the easiest targets. Have a sisterhood, ladies. Facts. I am the sisterhood. Her sister is the sisterhood. Even one of the neighbors came in and chipped in. Y'all need to get sisterhoods, and y'all need to get your families and your friends to help. Stop looking for a man. And then because she got 2 sons, where's the uncles? Because she don't have a father, by the way. She never had a father growing up. So you don't have a father in your life. Your sons don't have a father in their life because look at who you got pregnant by. Then where's your uncles? Okay? The uncles who have kids, by the way. Get the ones that got kids. All right? Get the ones that got healthy kids. Where are them? Where are she doesn't have any brothers. So little boys still need a male figure. So do little girls too. But you got to be careful when you bring men into the nest, so to speak.
One of my sisters at the time had told me that I should create an online profile, and I was so against doing that because I was like, well, online profiles are only for people that are desperate, and I look good. I'm not desperate. I don't need to, I can find a man just going out, and I was against it at first.
If that was true, then you would have listened to Shira tell you that the best men to find are the ones out in public where they come and approach you.
And I think I also had a skewed version of what a high value man was.
Also, Shira 7 is not really a fan of dating sites. She's not really a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? She'd tell you straight up, I'm not a fan of dating sites. I'd rather you do it in real life. Let them approach you. If they don't approach you, then you are not what they want.
At the time as well, I thought that a good mate or the man to go after was the one with the super nice car and a stack of money and the jewels and the chains on with the swag. Like, I thought that was the man that I should be going after, but that was definitely not the type of man that I should have been going after. And I learned quickly that just because someone looks like they have it together does not mean that they have it together. And typically the things that person is probably doing to get money is not sustainable and probably not something that you would want to be involved in. And after learning quickly that everything that glitters is not gold, I happened to come across Shira 7 on YouTube, and she completely changed my life. And she basically taught me what a high value man is.
Cap. She didn't teach you. You didn't learn a damn thing. You should have never went to Shira 7. Her teachings is not for women in your position. And I want that to be known. You cannot come. Listen, remember when I told you all, what was that? Was that yesterday or this past Wednesday or Thursday? I said, look, you can't be nice when you're dealing with these men. Most men. You can't be nice, okay? I'm just telling you. I'm telling you from a woman who's not nice. Okay. Okay. The reason why I got a good man and the reason why I can say, oh, he's the one in charge because I wasn't nice. I'm real strict. I'm real good at reading people. The vetting process is mwah. Okay. I'm telling you, she did everything wrong here. She did everything. Everything she did was what Shira 7 preacher gets.
And what to look for when trying to find a husband. So I ended up taking my sister's advice and signing up for eHarmony. Yeah, she recommended Match, but in my spirit, I felt eHarmony. I don't know why. It's just something told me.
So you didn't even do that. First of all, do Match.com. Okay. So Shira 7 told her to go to Match.com. She said, my spirit said eHarmony.
That one. So
you didn't even follow. Look, you didn't even follow the advice of the website she told you to go to. Okay.
I ended up signing up for eHarmony. I created a profile, and I think the second person that I matched with was the man that I'm married to now, my husband, and it was very different. My husband and I have a 20-year age gap, and he was not the first older man that I dated. I actually dated someone like 10 years older than me, and that was just a buzz. A lot of people have told me that I'm very mature for my age, so someone 10 years older than me just wasn't a big enough age gap for me to vibe with. It just wasn't, yeah. And so when I met my husband, I knew right away almost, and people say that, but it was definitely true. I know it sounds cliche. Just from our first date, it just felt natural.
She said she knew right away just from communicating on eHarmony that he was the one.
Felt like I just had known this person already. It was so comfortable. So we went to a really nice seafood restaurant, and it was great. It was an amazing first date. And mind you, I think we both were kind of just dating different people at the time, and that's definitely something that I recommend if you're looking to, find a husband. It's not just dating one person at a time. It's not good to put all your eggs in one basket, but we had a great first date, and I think he ended up asking me to be his girlfriend on the first date, and I said I would think about it.
Oh my gosh. As soon as we contact each other on eHarmony, I knew he was the one. And then when we had our first date, he asked me to be his girlfriend. Now, of course, spoiler alert, she don't bite the bait. That's love bombing. Stop falling for love bombing. Do you know how many times men tell me they love me? And I go, that's nice. I love me too. I don't go, oh, you love me? I love you. Chill. Stop it. Stop feeling guilty when somebody tell you they love you. If a man tell you they love you, say thank you. And they go, you don't love me back? And just all you got to do is say, well, you haven't given me a reason to love you back. Do you think subconsciously she was attracted to him because he was similar to her past abuse? Yes, CT Star. You attract what you are. You attract your issues. If you've been abused, okay, as a child, you will attract that. Oh, I'll use myself. Ooh. I'll use myself. Okay. I told you all while I was underneath, when I was underneath the authority of my mom would torture me, physically torture me. Okay. Now, I'm bisexual. Okay. And when I went to go live with my father put me into therapy for so many reasons, you know what I'm saying? Because, I had that savage fight in me because, my mom, was conditioning me to, fight anybody who would go against me. I told you all the first bully I fought, you know what I'm saying? And that was by my mom. So I had been conditioned that. So it was a lot of stuff that I had to been conditioned out of it. Let's say for instance, I did not get therapy. Just say that. Let's say for instance, I didn't get a therapy. Okay. You know what I would have attracted? I would have attracted a woman who would have beat my ass like my mama. On God, I would. On God, I would. Not a man. Because the man I have a reference for is like my father. Okay. So if I did not get the therapy, I don't even think I would have been in the mindset to look at these women and as like, oh, why are y'all dealing with my father like that? And be like on my father taking notes. I would probably be like, oh, this is how I can please daddy. Oh, I'm gonna be with you even though you're married. I'm gonna be the pick me, and I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna give you that, and blah blah blah. That's what would have happened. I would have attracted a woman that's like my mom and would beat the crap out of me. Or I would have attracted a man like my daddy who would have been married, and I'm hoping that he will leave his wife for me. But therapy got me out of all of that thinking. It got me a clean slate. Okay. The only thing I'm glad I did not give up is my fight for good people. Because you could turn something so ugly that happened to you, and you can use it as a superpower for others. So this is the reason why you see me say I'm the bully's bully. Y'all going after my girl? I'm going to come after you. Y'all going to talk bad about these girls? Y'all going to sit up here and try to go after these OF girls? I'm coming after you. Come hit me. Myron Gaines want to sit up here and talk bad about black women? I'm coming for you. I always been this way. I told you all about the Jewish boy that I basically protected in high school because he helped me get through geometry, I think it was. That's just my nature now. I protect those who can't fight for themselves because I know how to fight. I like it. I do. I really like it. So when you have been through this as a child and you did not go through therapy as a child, you need to stay away from this lifestyle because you will attract the very thing that have abused you in the past. You have to get therapy. You have to have someone help you. And maybe not necessarily therapy. Maybe, saying if you're growing up and you've been essayed and then there was a man that your mama married that taught you like that, what happened to you that was wrong, and that to condition you and to help you unlearn those things and to heal and that happens. I've heard that happen. Okay. That part of me, I've learned that happens. So there's that. But yeah, this is the reason why I said, unless you get therapy, you should never, and I never thought about it until I looked at her. Like she and anybody else who have been through this in the past should never go to sprinkle life. Should never do that. Okay.
I know that the universe guru talks about how you shouldn't fall into the girlfriend trap, and it was kind of something that I just intuitively knew, like, I'm not just going to agree to be your girlfriend just after meeting you, because I know that you just want me to be your girlfriend so that you can get in my pants. So I didn't agree, and we both were, we were talking, but then for some reason we kind of stopped talking.
That's a red flag too. You was like, oh God, I knew he was the one when he replied to me on eHarmony. Oh my God, when I saw him in person, it was like the best date ever. He asked to be my girlfriend. He asked if I could be his girlfriend. I said, no, I'll think about it. And it's like, I could just tell that he was the one. And then we stopped talking. Huh? This is what's going to blow your mind, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to say something woo-woo. Y'all ready for something woo-woo? Y'all ready for some woo-woo? You know I got to throw some woo-woo in it. The fact that you guys stopped talking, I know you were dating other men and he was dating other women, but the fact that you guys stop talking? Could it possibly be that an angel, an ancestor, or just your protective mechanism was saying, he ain't the one, let's get away? Because if he stops talking to you for some reason, then he wasn't interested. And you should have took that sign right then and there that, oh, he's not the one. I mean, I'm just saying, you was all like, oh, he's the one. Oh my God, I thought I knew he was he wanted to be his girlfriend. Blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden we just stopped talking. Well, if he was all that in a bag of chips, then why would you stop talking? But it gets better. It gets better.
For a little while, and we both were dating other people and doing our own thing. And then I had gotten into a serious relationship with somebody, and I ended up falling for the girlfriend trap. But that guy had really been investing a lot into me and doing a lot for me, so I kind of felt like I had to.
All these red flags. All these red flags. I fell for the girlfriend trap. And he was giving me all these nice things. I felt like I had to be one.
Boom, headshot.
Oh. Woo! Shira 7 needs to put a daggone disclaimer before her videos. I swear to God. I swear. Ladies, don't you ever feel pressure to be a girlfriend. Low self-esteem. So you didn't fall for the girlfriend trap of the PDF file. So you fell for the girlfriend trap of this guy because he brought you things? So you're like, okay, it gets better. She moved in with him, okay, all right? Not only did she fall for the girlfriend trap, but she moved in with this guy with her 2 sons. Oh! Oh my God, dude. All of these things are so obvious to me, and it's not obvious to her. And it's like, you can tell she has low self-esteem. You can tell that she is desperate to be somebody's wife. She's desperate to be in a relationship because what? She feels lonely. I'm sorry. And of course, please take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. I don't have kids. I don't feel lonely. I've never felt lonely. Even when I was single, I never felt lonely. If you are not your best friend, if you are not your best company, then of course you're going to feel lonely. You're searching outside of yourself, which you should have already inside yourself. You are looking for someone to supplement a deficiency within inside yourself. And this is how you get PDF files like this guy. This is how you get ain't shit guys like these guys. When you have the sufficiency inside of yourself, meaning I'm never lonely, baby. Even if I've been alone on a lonely island for weeks, I'm still good. I could talk to the bugs. I could talk to the birds. I could talk to the daggone to the cats. I could talk to the spiders. I'm never lonely, babe. There's always insects and animals. Hell, I could talk to the plants and trees. I could talk to the flowers. But I can also talk to myself. And I answer myself too. I'm my best company. Tree, did you see what this stupid woman? Yeah, girl, she crazy. Oh my goodness. I know. Ain't you glad we ain't like this? Hell yeah, girl. Oh my God, I feel like kissing myself. Let me go ahead and get it for you. Oh, thank you, Tree. That felt so good. Oh, you're welcome, baby. Love you back. I love you more. No, I love you. No, I love you more. No, I love you. You are supposed to get someone who compliments you, not supplement you. Supplementation is that of deficiency and something that you don't have inside. So what happens when you are anemic? You get an iron supplement. Do you not? Do you not? When you're anemic, lady, what does the doctor do to you? The doctor gives you an iron supplement because you are iron deficient. And when you ladies feel like, I gotta have a man. How are you man deficient? Okay. All right. So she fell for the girlfriend trap. Low self-esteem, automatically. I've never fell for a girlfriend trap. I never fell for the baby trap. I never fell for the I love you trap. I never fell for, well, you got to understand, I've been hurt before. Well, get ready to get hurt again. True story. I told this guy that. Okay. He tried to get some cookies. I said, what are you doing? Well, Dad, you act like you don't trust me. I don't. And you don't deserve it. What have you done to get some of this? Okay. Anyway.
Agreed to be his girlfriend because he asked me multiple times and I finally agreed. So after me and him broke up, well, let me rewind. So me and him ended up breaking up because he just didn't really vibe with my oldest son, who was 5 at the time. I could tell that he was really just putting up with my kids. He didn't really embrace them. Sometimes, we as mothers can tell like someone's just being nice to our kids for the purpose of being with you.
You didn't know that until you moved in with him? You had to move your sons into that home to realize that this man did not vibe with your kids? So she's oblivious. She's a terrible mother. There I go. I said it. Get mad. I know some of you, your fans. I know I got some of her fans. She's a terrible mother. She's a terrible mother. She has put her children in harm's way so many times. You do not observe how this man react with your kids. You never went on family dates. You never been on a date with him and your 2 boys. You never had him interact with them. How about you all like go out and go to sports or whatever your kids are into? You don't observe how he relates to your kids? You had to wait to move in with him to see that he didn't bond with your 2 sons?
They're not necessarily invested in your kids themselves. And that's what I felt like from him. So it just didn't feel good. It didn't feel like a family, the kind of family that I was wanting. So I ended up breaking up with him. And we were living together. I know. We were living together. And
yeah, Shira doesn't say that. Shira doesn't say, you moved your kids into with a man. What is wrong with Shira 7 doesn't say that, okay? Now, I told you what happened. I said, I don't move in with no man unless there is a title of fiance and a ring on my finger, baby. Okay? And during that time, we see if the marriage is a good idea or not. If it is, we get married. And by the way, I don't believe in no long engagements. I don't believe in being engaged for no 2, 3, 5, 10 years. That's crazy and ghetto. I don't do that. Okay? And by the way, before the ring is on the finger, there's still no sex. That's what you got to understand. But if you're too nice, you're going to feel pressured to have sex with this man because he's been courting you for 3 months. He's been giving you gifts for 3 months. So you're going to feel guilty and go, oh, I feel so bad. Then don't play this game. This is not for you. It's not for you. I promise you, boo-boo, it's not for you. Go ahead and open your legs. Go ahead and give him some and hope he don't go nowhere. I got a book for those of you who are in relationships and you can't do this game. Okay. It's going to teach you how to talk to your man, to be nice. And this is a platonic sprinkle free book. I got to go into the Discord and give it to you. Those of you who are already in relationships, those of you who are married, this is the other side of that. Okay. Because I'm telling you, I don't the level up, the soft life, the trophy. First of all, this whole trophy wife, I don't understand. But anyway, it is what it is. That is an advanced game for women on another level. You have to be on another level to do that, and she's not on that level at all.
I just like packed all my stuff and left. And it was crazy.
Okay, here's where it gets good. Now, she moved her kids in, she moved them out, and here we go.
Next day, my now husband, reached out to me and was like, "Hey, how are you doing?"
The next day. He had not been in touch with her since the date, and now all of a sudden, your vibration is very low. Uh-oh. You just got out of a relationship, and all of a sudden, you are in somebody's radar. I told you, ladies, when I got out of the hospital, this entire side of my face was jacked up for that staph infection. When it was process of healing, I didn't look my best, but I had to go to the gym to try to, to prevent myself going into depression. But I didn't feel so good about myself because of the fact that my face was disfigured slightly. And some guy out of the blue started hitting on me and I wasn't looking my best. So I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, I don't look my best. And he was making moves on me big time. I gave my phone number, and next thing I know, I'm getting D pics and him coming out the shower all wet and him being on the bed. Wait, so I wish he was over here wiping me off. And I looked at the phone. I said, uh-oh, I'm on a low vibration. I attracted a Dusty. I said, I'm not interested in this. I blocked them, and I started raising my vibrations. I started loving myself. I started waking up saying affirmations. I started concentrating on getting my face back together. I started saying, you're beautiful. I started putting pictures of myself where I looked my normal self and everything. And I started to focus on building up my self-esteem, building up my self-love, focusing on the beauty of my face. And next thing you know, my vibrational level is higher. So you got to be careful. When you're vibrating on a low level, you will attract the Dusties. And so you got to understand, hey, all of a sudden he just comes to you when you just moved out of the house with your ex-boyfriend. You didn't feel your highest. You didn't feel your best. I mean, you weren't at your highest. You didn't feel your best. Okay? And now you done attracted the PDF file. The PDF file had his radar out and said, I need to find me somebody I can take advantage of. Oh, I remember her. Hey, how you doing?
And I told him, I just got out of a relationship, and I kind of told him a little bit about why. And he was telling me like, oh, those are my boys. And he had genuinely really connected with my kids. And he was not the kind of man that was just be nice to them to get to me. Like, it was very genuine. And that was one of the things that I really loved about him. That was something that
hindsight 2020
stood out about him versus the other men that I had dated, was he really embraced the fact that I had children because he wanted children. And so, he was talking, my lease was going to be ending very soon, which is why I went ahead and moved in with my person that had became my ex. We started living together, and I told my husband, I was like, hey, it was so embarrassing to admit, but I was like, I need a place to stay because my lease is ending, and I just broke up with my boyfriend, and maybe, even if it's just like for a couple weeks, it's okay.
Terrible mother. Hey girl, I hope you listeners, you are POS. You are the awful mother. You just got out of a relationship, moved those boys out of one home with another man. You call a stranger and say, hi, I need a place to stay. Can me and my two boys live with you, a total stranger? Am I wrong for telling this girl she a POS? She called a total stranger that she hasn't talked to in months. And she says, I need a place to stay, like she homeless or not something. She didn't go ask her mama if she could stay with her. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. She got $90K. She can get herself a nice hotel. She can get her a nice hotel until she can find a place. She can get a stay hotel until she find a place to live. She didn't ask to stay with her mama. She didn't ask to stay with one of her two sisters. She put them boys in harm's way. She's a very bad mother. And now, because of her, two little girls have now come into this world with trauma. And I bet you this heifer ain't even working on try to daggone send those little girls to damn therapy.
Just want to look for, somewhere else because I had planned on needing to find somewhere else. And he was saying, well, if you're going to live with me, it's going to be as my wife, not as my girlfriend. And I was like, well, how spontaneous are you? And he laughed and he said, very spontaneous. So then I was like, right.
You're desperate. You got low self-esteem. You feel bad because you have a failed relationship and you thought this is a good time to get married. Don't y'all ever let no man say that this woman is a daughter, is a student of Shira 7. No, hell she ain't. Show me where Shira 7 has condoned any of this.
So we started entertaining the idea of getting married, like immediately. And
she doesn't know this guy. She don't know his parents. She don't know his background. She really doesn't really know him. Remember, they only went on one date, and the rest of the times they've been talking on the phone. That's what she said, unless she's leaving some context out. She said they've been on one date, and all of a sudden they stopped talking. And then when she moved out, she basically talked to this guy. He called her out of the blue. And she like, can we move in? Can me and my sons move in with you?
I, didn't want to get my hopes up, so I just said that, he's saying all these things, but I'm going to see what action that he takes. And so I had just got paid, and I was like, okay, we seems like we're really talking about seriously entertaining the idea of getting married. So I'm going to go and get the wedding ring. We were talking about getting married like the next week, and he was out of town in Colorado, so we hadn't seen each other. This is all talk over the phone, over FaceTime.
They didn't even meet. This is all on the phone. This ain't first face to face. This is, you got to be my wife. I'm be your wife. Okay. When you spontaneous. All this on the phone. And now this pick me went to she went and got a cheap ring. Pick me.
So I went and got his ring. I think I paid like $300 for it. It wasn't like a super flashy ring like the one he has now, which is completely a lot better.
That's so desperate. You don't even know this guy that well. He tells you the only way you can live in his house is if you his wife, and your dumb ass go get a $300 ring. It's cheap, but still, you got him a ring. You ain't got him a ring. That's called trying to pressure him to make sure he marry you. Ladies, I'm telling you, look. That was a technique of desperation. She got that ring to guilt him into keeping his word on marrying her. That's what she has Shira 7 ever tell a woman to go buy the ring and then say, I got your ring. I got your ring, daddy. Here go your ring. I got your ring. Has Shira 7 has ever said that? No, she's never said that. She's never said, go buy a ring and then say, I got your ring, daddy. I got your ring. We gonna get married. We gonna get married.
But I went and got his ring, and the next time we talked on FaceTime, I was like, I did something. And he was like, what did you do? I was like, I got your wedding ring. So he was like, no, you didn't. Show me. So I showed him. I said, yeah, I actually did it. I don't know if you were really being serious, but, we were talking about getting married. So I had a really bad habit of, like, spending money. And I was like, if I don't get the ring now, then I'm not going to get it. So I went ahead and got it. And that put the fire under him to I guess, really go and look for my ring. Well, let me rewind. So then after that, I think it was like the next day, somebody told me to go online and check my eHarmony profile. So I went on there and I saw that he had updated his picture. And I was like, oh no, this dude is playing around. Like, I'm glad I didn't spend a whole bunch of money on this ring. Like, he was just playing. And I screenshotted it and sent him a picture and I said,
So he still had an active eHarmony. After he said, you can be my wife, you gonna be my wife, he had updated his profile on eHarmony. But she had already got the ring. Don't be her. Don't be her. Don't be her. She said, Nina says, just because you have a good annual salary doesn't mean you have any money. She admits that she is a spender. I think she admits this in this video, if she hasn't said it already. She admits that she is not financially responsible, that she is a spender. So that's the reason why she sucks with money. That's in other words, she sucks with money.
it doesn't seem like we're on the same page. So yeah, I'm done with this. And he texted me. He was like, or I think he tried to call me. I didn't answer. And he texted me and he was like, no, I'm serious. I am going to marry you, in caps. And I think that evening he like ended up going and buying my ring. Yeah, he went and bought my ring. And the ring that he got me is not the ring I have now. It was a nice ring, but it wasn't nearly as big as the rock that I'm currently sporting. But when he showed it to me, in my head, I said, it's not about the ring, it's about the marriage. And I definitely think that that's something that you ladies should keep in mind, is that if a man is going to propose to you,
Don't ever let this heifer is not in a position to preach to nobody. So she's about to teach you, she's about to preach to you about the ring. Let it go on one end after the other. Not saying that what she's saying is right. It's like, what I'm saying is that she is not in a position to teach anybody anything about a ring, marriage, relationship, self-love, leveling up, trophy wife, none of this.
don't make it about the ring, because that can really turn a man off and make him think that that's all that you care about is having a big ring, when it's more important to have the marriage. And I knew that in my heart. I was like, all right, I'm not going to say anything about the size of the ring. You know, it's still a nice ring. I'm going to take it and we're going to get married. So we ended up getting married the next week. Everybody was shocked. I randomly called my mom, my grandmother, hey, I'm getting married in a few days. We got married at the courthouse because I told him I don't need a big wedding. I'd rather spend that money elsewhere. And we had a really beautiful wedding reception in DC at a really nice restaurant. It was gorgeous. So yeah, that is how I ended up getting married. But I think that also something that I want to let you guys know is that becoming his wife and really being the kind of woman that could just get a ring like that took work. At that time, I had really become a better version of myself.
No, you haven't. Lies. No, you haven't. Ladies, when you get out of a relationship, you have to take downtime. You understand? You can't jump from one relationship to another. She just moved out of a relationship where she was the live-in girlfriend giving wife benefits with her 2 kids, and now you jumped into a marriage a week later? After you broke up, what?
Version than the woman that was dating thugs and living in some kind of secular lifestyle. I had to become the kind of woman that a man would want to take around his colleagues and his mother, and be the woman that's adding value to him just by standing next to him. But yeah, I know it's kind of a interesting story, but I also helped 2 of my sisters to get married. They both,
And our boy, when she said, I also helped 2 of my sisters get married within a year, I think that's what she said.
got married in less than a year as well. So I'm really
Okay, so I'm sorry, but if she helped her 2 sisters do the same thing, it makes me think that all of the sisters got essayed. Because, honey, you are not in a position to teach nobody how to get nothing. You are a terrible example of someone who should be in a marriage. What the hell? You can't love. You don't even love yourself before you can love a reunion or a union. You cute. What are you doing? I wish I know her sisters to see what the status is of them. Ain't no way you helped your two sisters get married under a year too. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if they married PDF files too.
Good at knowing how to get women the ring and to get the kind of men that you would be proud of. So if you ladies are interested in learning more about how to become a trophy wife, then please click subscribe. I would love to have you here. Stay tuned. We are going to be giving all the tips.
Child, please. Child, please, the hell. Woo. Ladies, listen. Oh, she gives courses, Mike. What are you talking about? She has a book. She gives courses. She does a group where she basically help women be trophy wives and all this. I'm like, who the hell is listening to this woman get married to a total stranger within a week? And you're surprised that he is a PDF file. You have 2 beautiful baby girls by him. So now you got 4 kids. And he SA'd those 2 girls. But you know what? This is not even struggle love. This is predator love. Because the man got money. This is what he looked like right here. He's not struggling. He got money. But he's a PDF file. He a PDF file that has no kids. In his late 40s. So that's not struggle love. That's predator love. That's PDF file love. That's map. And I'm like, nah, not on my. Y'all not gonna sit up here and blame that on shit. That's no. Y'all see any YouTuber try to sit up here and try to blame this on Shira? Y'all correct her. Oh no, nothing she did was according to Shira's teaching. And I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all need to let women know that if you have this type of baggage, you can't do the sprinkle movement. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. And it's okay. Ladies, if you're going to have kids, they should be number one instead of your whole loneliness and your... Look, children don't know they poor until they're told they're poor. When a child gets attention from family members and stuff like that, they don't feel like they are ignored and alienated. They're going to be good, okay? That's all you got to care about. That's all you should care about. Instead of, I feel lonely. I need a man for my child. I will blame this on Universal Guru. Why? Does she teach this? Surely she doesn't teach how to get married to some stranger in a week, does? I don't know about this Universal Guru. I did see Brittany's, because you guys said Brittany did a exposed video on her. Pretty good though, by the way. But I can see why I never. Let me tell you something about me. The reason why Universal Guru was never in my radar is because I don't flock to nice girls. Universal Guru is like, guys, like you have to do that. Blah, 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 blah. I gravitate to women who have a little bite to them. Like Manifestal, she's snappy. Shira 7 is snappy. Shira 7, she's funny, but to me, she got too much patience. But I've seen her, get down and dirty and know how to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? I remember them daggone people got mad because she went to Starbucks and they're going to tell her, excuse me, we are boycotting Palestine. We are boycotting Starbucks. She would say, I'm sorry, you don't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. I'm not in no political movement, blah, blah, blah. She told those people off on TikTok, and she did it in a very sassy, feminine way. I don't fight feminine. I fight very masculine. That's how I like to do it. But she does it in feminine. So, and even Brittany Venti is a nice, nasty girl, right? She got that sweet little voice, that sweet, innocent look. But She's petty as hell. You know I love petty. Petty is my favorite color. And she gets you. She will get you. She gets you with that nice nasties. And it hurts these people's feelings, by the way. I remember Pearl kept talking about Brittany for months. I was getting jealous. I'm like, wait a minute. I've been coming after her harder than Brittany. Why did Brittany blow her? Why did Brittany get her so bad? I don't gravitate to nice girls because I'm not on that level. It's nothing wrong with that. Let me just say this. It's nothing wrong with being nice. Okay? I'm not nice. I don't gravitate to nice people except to protect them. Hillary Crowder is nice. And the only reason I'm in her life is because I like to attack people that attack her. There are nice women that I like to befriend because people attack them, and basically I like to attack them back. But I don't, when it comes to content creators and a lot of these women on here who are teaching this lifestyle, I don't listen to them. The two women, and I told you, I own the only channel I am really dedicated to on Shira 7's is the occult channel. I love her occult channel. I don't need that whole sprinkle. I got my husband. I don't need her stuff. I'm good. I had a father who was a pimp. I don't need all that stuff. I'm good. So, nah. Just when I just saw this, I said, dude, this woman should have never, ever put Shira's name in her mouth. She did not one thing. Ladies, I'm gonna say it again, and then we're gonna cool down. And actually, let's cool down now, because I'm gonna have to go in 5 minutes. Hold on. Listen to me. Hold on for a second. Let me make. Okay. Listen to me. Ladies. I said, who was that said that she said, I don't know who that was. Somebody in my chat said, I make money. I can pay all of my bills. Why do I need a man? And I think I got interrupted when I told her, I said, you don't need a man. But if a man wants you, okay, if a man wants you, then what's in it for you? Okay, that's the thing. It's good to not be in a moment of need. But if one of these guys come into your life, then you have to say, okay, what's in it for me? You have to think on a selfish level, because you didn't come to him, he coming to you. If you Gucci and you like, I'm not struggling in survive, I'm good. I can pay my bills. I'm this, I'm blah, blah, blah. I got my sisterhood. Okay. I got my F buddy in case, I got an itch that needs scratching. I'm good. So if you're going to come into my life, how are you going to make my life better? What about you that I can learn from? How are we going to grow? I didn't say Goddess Marie. Goddess Marie says she's not blaming Shira. Other YouTubers are blaming. That's what happened to Shira. Duh. Thanks, Mistress Obvious. Why the hell you think not to be mean, but I have to be mean because I said that early in the video. I literally said that in the beginning of the video, that the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't want other YouTubers, and other YouTubers have been, as a matter of fact, I specifically said other YouTubers are going to take this and they're going to go after Shira 7 because they've been trying to attack Shira 7 for the longest. I specifically said that you all need to go to other YouTubers and tell them that this is nothing to do with Shira 7. The thing about it is the heifer should have kept Shira 7's name out of her damn mouth. What the hell? She should have never dropped Shira's name. We're supposed to look out for each other as women. If you are messed up in the head, why the hell would you sit up here and drop Shira's name and people are going to blame that on Shira? I don't mean to be mean. I'm just saying, like, I know this. That's the reason why I made this video, because I want you all to go over there to the YouTubers, because trust me, I told you, I said she made this video on the 15th. I specifically said in this video, I said she made this video on the 15th. I said they're going to come out and say, ha ha, look at you ladies trying to get on that the provider level. You trying to get that sprinkle. And look at what happened to this woman. You're going to have to get ready. You got to listen and you're going to have to support a man when he down and out. It's okay if a man has an air mattress. You got to be there from him through thick and thin and blah, 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 blah. That's what's going to happen. And that's why I'm telling you, I broke down the video like, she did nothing according to Shira's teaching. Not a damn thing. That's what I said. Because I know it's coming. I know these guys coming. I know the MGTOW guys can't wait to daggone eat this up. She did everything opposite. But the most important thing is that she should have never done it in the first place. She got too much baggage. She got too much baggage. This is not on her level. She has to do things that will heal her inner child that was SA'd. And because of that, and because of her desperation, now she got 2 little baby girls that now have SA'd. She has allowed that trauma to go from one generation to another generation. I wouldn't be surprised her mother wasn't SA'd. And ladies, listen, maybe it's time for y'all to stop having children until you heal your inner child. Because you all are, it's like women who get SA'd find their children get SA'd, and so on and so on and so on. When are y'all going to stop the trauma? When are y'all going to stop the cycle? This woman is a bad mother. And I'll tell it to her face. She should have never had kids. But what she do? She had 2 boys on purpose. Then she had 2 girls by this PDF file. And underneath her nose, he was able to SA her 2 little girls that she had by him. Which is her fault because she married him in a week. He called her out of the blue. Talking about, how you doing? Because her vibrational level was low. Because she was feeling insecure. And then she had the nerve to say, I need a place to stay with me and my sons. Instead of her saying that to her mama, Miss $90,000 a year, she'd sit up here and ask a strange man to move her sons into her. Oh, Lord have mercy. Woo, child. No, girl. No. I'm so glad I'm not nice. All right, guys, I gotta go. Woo! I gotta go. I'm running late. Love you guys. Gotta go. I'm gonna go on Chrissy's show. Mwah. I will see you all over there at Chrissy Mares. Okay. And yeah, I'll see you guys over there real soon.